Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well and having a great day. Today we're talking about TikTok cult favourites in the beauty world because there's a whole movement going on over there and it's so funny to watch how these brands that I've never even heard of before jumping onto our radar and becoming favourites in our makeup bags. So I thought I would share with you a few new things that I've picked up and let you know my honest opinion on whether it's good and worth the hype or whether it is rubbish or not that good. So let's jump into it. This is the makeup that I created today and I'll show you all the products that I use to make it. And I want to say that everything apart from maybe one product is all TikTok, maybe two. I think my mascara and my lipstick aren't TikTok products, but the rest of them are. So let's jump into it, and if you're new to my channel, before you do start watching, then please hit the subscribe button because I love to see that number go up, and I would really love to at some point, maybe not this year or maybe not the year after, but at some point I would love to hit the big 100k, so help me get there, that would be amazing. Okay, so starting off, we've got my new headband. How nice is this? It's kind of giving like mermaid vibes. It's like a shell. It's so kind of like soft and velvety that it actually pulls back all of your little baby hairs off your face. Also, excuse my tan, I've used a new tan and it is so dark, but we need to roll with it. So I'm going to start off with the brows. I'm using the Pink Honey Pot. This is so good because it's almost like glue for your eyebrows. But I actually spray a little bit of my Got To Be glued hairspray in it because that's a little trick that I think works. Just using a little spoolie. It's almost just like soap brows, so you can just use the inside to basically work up a little paste onto your brush. You can just use it with water, but I like to use it with a bit of hairspray for extra hold, and then you basically just want to start brushing it against your brow hairs and then laying them down flat onto the skin. And I've got quite wiry eyebrow hair, so I think that's pretty decent that it lays them down flat. So usually I'll just start pressing that in, and then it means any of the areas that I'm a bit more sparse I can just fill in with the brow pencil. Okay, so I've just curled my eyelashes and let the brows set down. I don't go in with any brow pencil just now because I like to do my foundation and everything first. This is the Ekin-Su Radiant Glow Luxurious Multi-Use Skin Perfector. Kinda like Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. It's a little bit like that, but this is lovely because it's got hyaluronic acid in it and it's just a really nice base for putting under makeup, especially if you've got dry skin like me. I use it in the shade number 2 Light Medium and I just put it everywhere. The next thing that I really wanted to try was from the Beauty Crop. I've not got any products from the Beauty Crop before, but this is the Cocoa Gold Perfection Primer. So this is in the XL size. I mean, I don't think it's that big. It looks like a bigger version of a lip gloss, but it's not really a primer in the sense that it's to go all over your face. I think this is more like a spot primer where you want to put it on to areas that you have either open pores or texture. So I just pretty much, I'm going to dab a little bit in the middle of my face. This is a kind of silicone feeling, but it is actually really good. First when I tried it I didn't really like it, but I do quite like it now. It's good for sort of like filling in the areas that you might get quite bad texture. So I tend to keep it in the centre of my face, especially around here underneath my eye area. It does feel weird though. It has got that sort of like, do you remember the Professional by Benefit? It's that sort of feeling. So I'm not massively a fan of how it feels, but I do think it is really good underneath makeup. What I do want to try from the Beauty Crop though is their sticky primer. It's like a red colour and it's always out of stock, so if I can get that soon then I will try it out for you guys. This is from a girl who's actually a YouTuber. I've followed her for years. Her name is Holly Boone and she's got this makeup line called HNB Cosmetics. You might have seen it before. She literally looks like a Kardashian. She's got that really like flawless, sort of like soft matte makeup all the time. She's really beautiful and her skin, her base makeup's always amazing, so she really knows what she's talking about. This is the HNB Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer. I've got it in the shade SF1W and it's just really good for brightening the under eyes. I also got the Soft Focus Foundation, which I've not tried, but this was on sale when I picked it up, so it was down to £13 I think. So this here is like a really high coverage concealer, and I'm actually noticing, especially as I'm getting a little bit older, that I really need to be careful with concealers that they don't start sort of like making my eyes look older underneath. So I take quite a lot of this under here the old school way, none of the sort of dot and dot stuff. I go old school with this, like really quite a lot of concealer right down the side of the nose, and then I kind of take it up like that, just to really brighten my under eye and make it look a bit more youthful. And then taking this nice squishy Jewel Cosmetics beauty blender, I'm going to just blend that out. Now just so you can really see nice and closely how lovely this concealer is, it's really creamy. And it really disguises dark circles. Like even then you can see that this looks way more baggy than underneath here. And I'm also just going to tap that onto my lid as well as a primer. So yeah, I feel like that is the concealer of the moment, and I can see why. Okay, so looking a little bit crazy, but I'm going to move on to foundation. It's got to be Chroma Cover. This is from bPerfect Cosmetics, Chroma Cover. I think my shade is W3. It's a really thick formula, like you'll see just now. It's pretty much like polyfiller, but it's not like that on the skin, so please don't let that put you off. If you're someone who doesn't like heavy foundation, then you can still blend this out really nicely. It likes to mix with other products as well, and it lays nicely on top of primers. But yeah, I love this foundation. I've had this one for such a long time, and it's a real favourite, especially on TikTok. You see everyone talking about it. Do you know what? I don't know how they've managed to make this such a matte foundation, right, in full coverage, but it still looks like really lovely soft skin. It's so good. So if you're thinking about getting a new foundation, I highly recommend you try that one. It is so good. A little bit of cream contour. Of course, it's going to be my Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer, and I'm just going to take that onto my cheekbones, keep it up nice and high here, and then blend it out. This is a really nice brush as well. It's from a company called Sculpted by Amy. It's an Irish brand, and her products are also really good. I think I've actually already shown a lot of those ones on a few of my everyday makeup videos. But yeah, really like Sculpted by Amy as well. Now these products I've been so excited to get a hold of. It's the PLouise, the Cheek of It cream blushers. Now I don't know if you guys follow PLouise. It's a girl called PLouise. She's on Instagram and she's on TikTok, majorly on TikTok, but she's a makeup artist and she's amazing. Grown this business from the ground, and she's got a makeup academy but also a cosmetics line, and you should actually see their offices. It is unbelievable. It just looks so amazing the way that she's designed everything. I was watching her TikTok videos this morning thinking, wow, like imagine that was your business. It's just so unreal. But anyway, these are her products, and she's really well known for packaging. Now I didn't manage to get a couple of the shades that I was looking for just because they keep selling out, but I did get this one here which is called Pink Party. It's like a flamingo pink, really bright, but I like to mix this with another one that I got, which was Ballet Slipper, which is more of like a sort of like peachy blush, but it's almost like a barely there blush. So for me, for my skin tone anyway, I think if you had maybe like a paler skin tone or a darker skin tone than mine, then this would be a wee bit better for you, but for me it's just quite similar to my own skin tone. But I'm just going to literally dab the product. Can you see it's quite a pale, cool toned blush with a little bit of this, which is really scary. It's literally like a highlighter colour. To blender, I'm just going to blend it out. Cool toned blushes are definitely the way forward these days. Everyone's loving them, and it's something a bit different for me as well. Together, and I'll also pop a little bit on the end of my nose, and then I'll do the same from the other side. It's so nice. I can't wait to try more of the shades, but I want more of a kind of like coral colour next time. But it's so nice. I love it. Once it's all together, it looks so good. But you can also use these on your lips and your eyes as well if you wanted to. Another thing that has been doing the rounds are these powder puffs. This is the cheapest one that I've found. You can get two Trigwell ones for £14, or you can get the Oh Pretty one, which is this little heart-shaped one here, for £5.99. So that's the one that I picked up. But I'm just going to take that into my powder and set my under eyes. This is so good because it ends up so flawless, the way that it packs in on your skin. And it doesn't move any of the rest of your makeup around, which I think is actually the main thing for how this actually works. It's pretty much the fact that you're laying it on top rather than buffing anything in. And my main concern with doing this was that it was going to really pack under my eyes and then lay in lines to kind of make my eyes look older, but it really doesn't. So I am obsessed with this, and I've been using it every single day since I got it. So now I'm going to add a little bit of bronzer using the Ekin-Su bPerfect Cosmetics palette. Look at all the lovely colours you've got. This amazing bronzer. Then this is like a sort of iridescent blush. a lovely highlight, and then some eyeshadow colours as well. This is like a real good essentials palette for someone who likes neutrals, and it's good because it's got this big huge mirror with it as well. So I'm going to just go ahead and take a nice fluffy brush and do a little bit of bronzing. And then I'm also going to take this lovely highlighter colour, this sort of gold, along with this nice shimmer as well, and just tap that along my cheekbone. It's just so nice. Look at that lovely sheen it adds. I'll take that across my nose as well. And then very quickly, this second shade in here, this sort of like caramel colour, I usually just sweep that on top of my eyelids, just because it's almost like contouring my eyes, and I think it does make my eyes look a wee bit more awake. So now that I've got a little bit of eyeshadow on, I'm going to use some of this MAC Stack mascara. I don't know if anyone has been like talking about mascaras lately. I've not seen anyone really mention any major mascaras. Just being really careful to not get it on my eyelids, because that is literally my party trick. I'm so bad for putting mascara right onto my skin. It's terrible. Does anyone else do that? And while that little coat of mascara is drying down, I'll just go ahead and fill in any of the sparse bits of my brows. I have seen a lot of people talk about bare brows on TikTok, so if you guys have used bare brows before, then at least you should let me know if it's worthwhile trying. I was going to try a different lipstick, but I can't lie, this is the one I want to wear. It's from Poundland. It's the Just Like Matte liquid lipstick, and this is the shade Spiced Honey. It is so nice. So it applies like a lip gloss, but it dries like a lipstick, and it's matte and it doesn't move. It says it's got like 12-hour wear. I'm going to say like 24-hour wear. It just doesn't come off. It does come off obviously with your makeup remover, but like even when you're eating or drinking tea, coffee, juice, it just doesn't come off. And now this is the bit where I feel like it pulls it all together. Setting spray. It's the Vitamin Babe Hydrating Setting Mist. It's enriched with vitamin C and orange blossom. It's suitable for oily skin as well, but it's like a dual phase one, so you really need to shake it. It's like oil and water mixture together, but this is so lovely. It smells amazing, and the actual mister of it is gorgeous. So again, another cult favourite on TikTok everyone's talking about. I really wanted to get the Wee Cherie, the cherry one, but they didn't have that in stock, so I thought I'd give this a go, and I must admit I'm really impressed with it. The only thing is, once I spray this on, the face ends up soaking, and then I need to let it dry down, and usually I'll go back in with the Beauty Puff and just sort of like tap in under here in the areas that I don't want to be super dewy. So it kind of is a setting spray, but also I'll go back over again and touch up a few little bits. So let's go for it. I wish you could smell it. It's like orange sherbet. The laugh of it is, it says use like 2 to 3 pumps of it, but I really go for it. So see how dewy and gorgeous that looks, and it just melts all the makeup together. So I'm going to let that dry. It's drying quite quick today, and just tap out under the eyes. Noticeable differences in my makeup as the day goes on, just to make sure we're definitely really set down. So I'll just give my hair a little air wrap, but that is the finished look. The makeup feels so nice on my skin, but it also looks really high coverage but without it looking cakey. It's just lovely, and I think a lot of those products that are now part of my everyday, I can see why they're big favourites. Sometimes when I see things on TikTok, I get a little bit dubious because obviously everyone's linking things, and you know, you want to know that things are actually worth the money, but I would definitely say the ones I've used in today's video are 10 out of 10. Really like them. If I was to pick a least favourite out of everything, I would definitely say my least favourite is maybe the Beauty Crop primer, but I love the setting spray, and I really want to try their other primer, the more tacky, sticky one. I think that'll be really good. But if you'd like to see me try any more TikTok products, then let me know. I think there's a real sort of like beauty movement going on around there just now, where our sort of like traditional drugstore or high-end makeup brands are really having to fight their corner to be seen now, with TikTok being such a massive movement. So if there's anything you've seen that's really good and worthwhile trying, then please let me know, because I would love to try it out for myself. And anything that I can find, I'll link below for you. If you want to go and follow me on TikTok as well, you can do. It's just @Reid_, I think is my TikTok handle. I'm sure it is. And yeah, I'll see you guys really soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.